Hello students, welcome back. In last video we have seen how to multiply integers and we have solved exercise 1.3. So today in this video we will learn how to do division of different integers and we will solve your exercise 1.4. So your first question of your exercise 1.4 is evaluate each of the following. Now first part you have to divide minus 30 and 10. Now you can see one integer is negative and another is positive. So when we write this in this division form, minus 30 upon 10, 0 0 will cancel out and what will left? Minus 3. Similarly in second part, 50 divided by minus 5. Now 50 upon minus 5. So when you will resolve, 5 ones are 5, 5 tens are 50, and the negative sign means minus 10. Now one thing you note here student, if you are writing minus, let's suppose minus 1 by 2 or 1 upon minus 2, and in between if you are putting this minus sign 1 by 2, all are the same thing, that is considered as negative integer. You can say directly minus 1 by 2. Now in third part, minus 36 divided by minus 9. Now this minus sign will get cancel out. Now 9 ones are 9, 9 fours are 36. So final answer what you will get? 4. Fourth part, minus 49 divided by 49. Now this 49 will be reduced. So what you will get? 1. Now since minus sign is there, so what you will get? Minus 1. Now in fifth part, 13 divided by this entire term. Now here you can see this thing, student, bracket is there and we have to solve bracket first. So we'll resolve the value which are there in bracket. Now minus 2 plus 1, minus plus minus, and sign will be of bigger number, so minus 1 will be left. So in the next step, 13 divided by minus 1, that will give you minus 30. Now next part, 0 divided by minus 12, 0 upon minus 12. So anything upon 0, whatever the number is there in denominator, always what you will get? You will get 0, whether it is negative number, whether it is positive number. So if any negative integer, positive integer is upon, means it is in denominator, and in numerator the value is 0, means 0 upon whatever. Either here it is negative or positive integer. Finally you will get what? You will always get what? 0. Now next part, minus 31 divided by, so we will solve bracket first. So minus 30, now this plus minus sign will change to plus, minus will change to minus. Now minus what you will do? Plus, and sign will be of minus, so minus 31. So minus 31 divided by minus 31, minus will cancel out. What will left? 31 upon 31. So what you will get? 1. Now next part, again we will solve the bracket first. So minus 36 divided by 32. So when you will resolve this thing, 12 ones are 12, 12 threes are 36. Then minus sign is also there. So what you will get here? Minus 3. Minus 3 divided by 3. So minus 3 upon 3. 3 again will cancel out. So what you will get? You will get minus 1. So after resolving this, what you will get? Minus 1. Now here again, we have to solve bracket first. So when you will solve this bracket first, minus 6 plus 5, minus 6 plus 5, minus 2 plus 1, minus 2 plus 1. So here minus plus minus, and sign will be of bigger number. So minus 1 divided by, again minus plus minus, after subtraction what you are getting? 1, and sign will be of bigger number. So minus 1. So minus 1 divided by minus 1, again minus will cancel out, and final answer what you will get? You will get 1. Now question number 2. Here we have to verify a divided by sum of v plus c. That will be your, this part is your LHS. Now here it is not equal to RHS. So previously in previous exercise that we have solved, we have proved LHS equal to RHS. Now here you have to verify that LHS is not equal to RHS. Now here A, B, C are the integers whose values are given. So in the first part, A is 12, B is minus 4, and C is 2. Now we'll solve LHS separately and RHS separately. So first we'll solve LHS, A divided by sum of B plus C. A value we have substitute. We have put A value 12 divided by, now in bracket, what is the value of B? -4. Plus sign as it is, what is the value of C? 2. Now when, as we know, we have to solve the bracket first. So we will solve this bracket first. -4 plus 2. Now minus plus minus and sign will be of bigger number. So -2 we will get. So 12 divided by -2. So when you will resolve, 2 ones are 2, 2 6 are 12. So what you will get? 6 upon -1. That is also equal to what? -6. Because here what we are getting? 6 upon -1. And I already told you, if you are writing like this, 6 upon 1 minus 6 upon 1. Now here we have written 6 upon -1 minus 6 upon 1, or in between you are putting the minus sign, and 6 by 1. All means what? -6. Now let's solve RHS. Again we have substituted the value. Now we have to solve the bracket first. So 12 divided by -4. Now plus sign, 12 divided by 2. Now when we'll resolve this thing, 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12, and minus sign. So what we will get? -3. Plus sign as it is, 2 ones are 2, 2 6 are 12. So what we will get? 6 here. Now minus plus minus sign will be of bigger number. So what we will get? +3. Now you can see this thing, left hand side having the value -6 and right hand side we are getting the value 3. So since these two are not equal, and this only we have to verify, this LHS and RHS should not be equal. Now second part of the same question. Now we will solve LHS first. A value we have substitute, -10 divided by B plus C. Now B value is what? 1, plus C value is again 1. So 1 plus 1, we have to solve the bracket first. 1 plus 1, what we will get? 2. So -10 divided by 2. So after resolving, what we will get? 2 ones are 2, 2 5s are 10 here. So -5. So finally in LHS, what you are getting? -5. Now let's check RHS. A plus B means A value is what? -10. We have substituted the A value here, -10 divided by B value is what? 1, plus A value again -10 divided by, what is the value of C? 1. So -10 divided by 1, what you will get? -10 only. Plus sign as it is. Now -10 divided by 1, again you will get -10. Now when you will open this bracket, -10, again here plus minus will change to minus, then 10. So minus minus, what you will do? Plus. So what you will get? 20, and sign will be of bigger number. Now since both the number having the negative sign, you can put minus sign. So in RHS, what value you are getting? -20, and in LHS you are getting -5. Therefore both values are different. So this only we need to verify. LHS is not equal to RHS. Now question number 3. Fill in the blanks. Now you have to fill a blank is there. Here you have to put a integer. Let's suppose this integer be x. So 369 divided by this integer, I am representing it here by a box, or you can put x also, no problem. Now 369 divided by x will equal to what? It should give 369. Now again you can see here, student, here this x is in division. There it will go after cross multiplication. There it will go and multiply by numerator. So and this 369, here it is in numerator. Here it will, in the next step, it will come in denominator. Means x is going here, and this 369 is coming at the place of denominator. Now you can see this thing, student, 369 is here in the denominator, and x will go there in numerator. So x will come here. Now when you will resolve this thing, what you will get? 1. So this unknown integer means this value of x, this unknown integer is what? 1. So 369 divided by 1, you will get 369. Similarly in B part, again let take this unknown integer as x. So -75 divided by x will equal to what? -1. Now again you will do cross multiplication. X will go there and -1 will come down. So -75 upon -1 will equal to what? X. Now minus minus sign will get cancelled out. So what you will get? 75. So this is the value of this unknown integer x. So x value is what now here? 75. So -75 divided by 75. This can be cancelled out, and what you will get? minus. Now, C part student, again let's take this integer x. So minus 206 divided by x will equal to what? 1. Again you will do cross multiplication, x will go there in numerator and 1 will come here in denominator. After resolving, what you will get? You will get x equal to minus 206. So this is the value of x. So minus 206 divided by minus 206. Minus minus cancel out. 206 will be reduced and what you will get? 1. Now in D part, again take this unknown integer as x. So minus 87 divided by x. Now again you will do the cross multiplication. X will come here in the numerator and 87 will come here in denominator. So 87 will get reduced and you will get what? Minus 1. That will be the value of x. So what you are getting? X equal to minus 1. Now in next part, again let take this unknown integer as x. So x divided by 1. What you are getting? Minus 87. So let this x here itself in numerator and again this will cross multiplied because we have to find the value of x only. So x is here itself, leave the x here itself. Now 1 which is there in denominator, there it will go in multiplication. So minus 87 into 1. What you will get again? X equal to minus 87. So minus 87 divided by 1, what you will get? Minus 87 only. Now next part, let's take this unknown integer x. So x divided by what? 48, which is equal to what? Minus 1. Again you have to find out the value of x. Leave the x here itself. Now this 48 is in the denominator there. After cross multiplication, it will multiply with numerator. So minus 1 into 48. So x equal to what? Minus 48. So minus 48 divided by 48. 48 cancel. Minus 1 will be left. Now next part student, G part. 20 divided by again unknown integer. Let's take it x. So 20 divided by here, x will give you what? Minus 2. Now cross multiplication, x will go here in numerator and this minus 2 will come down in denominator. Now when you will resolve this thing, so what value of x you will get? 2 ones are 2 minus 2 tens are 20. So what value of x you are getting here? Minus 10. So 20 divided by minus 10, what you will get? Minus 2. Similarly in the last part, let's take this unknown integer x. So x upon 4 equal to what? Minus 3. So leave the x here itself. 4 there it will go. Cross multiplication, minus 3 into 4. So 3 4s are 12 and since it is negative, so minus 12. That will be the value of x. So again, minus 12 divided by 4. 4 ones are 4, 4 3s are 12, minus 3. So what you will get? Minus 3. Now, fourth question. Write 5 pairs of integer a and b such that when you will divide these two, this a and b can be any value. So when you will divide these two integer, what you should get in the product? You should get minus 3. One such pair is given 6 divided by minus 2. Now since one example is given 6 divided by minus 2. Now if you will cancel this thing, student, 2 ones are 2, 2 3s are 6. What value you are getting? Minus 3. You have to write such 5 more pairs. 6 divided by minus 2. This was given to you, students. 6 divided by minus 2. What you're getting? Minus 3. Now, I've just changed the sign. A, I put it here, minus 6 and B, plus 2. So again, these are the different pair. This is the value of A. Previously, A is what? 6 and B was what? Minus 2. Now, I've changed the sign. So, this will be the different pair of integer. So, A is now minus 6 and B is what? Plus 2. So, when you will divide this thing, again, what you are getting? You are getting minus 3. Now, another example I have taken. A is what? Minus 3. B is what? 1. So, minus 3 divided by 1, what you will get? Minus 3 itself. Now, I have taken one more example. A is what? Minus 3. B is what? 3. So, 3 ones are 3, 3 3s are 9. So, when you will divide, again you will get minus 3. Next example, A I have taken minus 12, B I have taken 4. So, when you will divide, minus 12 divided by 4, what you will get? Minus 3. Then again, A I have taken minus 15, B I have taken 5. So 5 is a 5, 5 3 is a 15, again minus. So like this you can take any example. Like suppose I have taken here A minus 18. Now B I have taken 6. That will be also one example. 6 1 is a 6, 6 3 is a 18, and since that minus sign is also there, so minus 3 you will get. Now in question 5 it is given the temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees Celsius above 0. Means this temperature is what? Positive plus 10. So we can write the initial temperature at 12 noon is what? 10 degrees Celsius. If it decrease at the rate of 2 degrees Celsius per hour, means the temperature is decreasing every hour 2 degrees Celsius. Now the change in temperature per hour is what? Minus 2 degrees Celsius, because it is decreasing, that's why minus 2 degree Celsius. Until midnight. Till midnight. Till midnight it is decreasing at the same rate. At what time would the temperature be 8 degrees Celsius below 0? So they are asking at what time the temperature will be 8 degree below 0, means what? The temperature should be minus 8 degrees Celsius. At which time this temperature will go minus 8 degrees Celsius? And what would be the temperature at midnight? Means at midnight, again, what will be the final temperature? So let's start. It is given initial temperature was what? At 12 noon, it was 10 degrees Celsius. So temperature at 1 p.m. means just 1 hour after 12 noon, it will reduce by 2 degrees Celsius, means 10 degrees Celsius was initial, plus minus 2 degrees Celsius. So plus minus minus. So at 1 p.m., what is the temperature? 8 degrees Celsius. Similarly, next hour, 2 p.m., decrease by 2. 8 minus 2, what you will get? 6 degrees Celsius. Similarly, 3 p.m., 4 degrees Celsius. 4 p.m., again, previous temperature minus 2, 2 degrees Celsius. 5 p.m., 2 degrees Celsius minus 2. Now it is getting 0 here. So at 5 p.m., it is getting 0. Now again, at 6 p.m., after 1 hour, 2 plus minus 2. So plus minus minus 2 minus 0 minus 2. What you will get? Minus 2 degree. Now at 7 p.m., minus 2 minus 2 minus 4. Now at 8 p.m., minus 4 plus minus. Now again this will be minus 4 minus 2 minus 6. Now at 9 p.m., now here you see, student, at 9 p.m. minus 6. That was the temperature at 8 p.m. That minus 6 plus every hour minus 2 it is decreasing, so minus 2. So minus plus minus, minus 6 minus 2, what it will be there? Minus 8. So at 9 p.m. our temperature is getting what? Minus 8 degree Celsius at 9 p.m. So this was one of the part of the question. So minus 8 degrees Celsius it is reaching at 9 p.m. So therefore temperature below 0 means minus 8 degree Celsius it is reaching at what time? 9 p.m. Now you have to find out the temperature at midnight also. So now here you see, student, change in temperature in 12 hours, minus 2 degrees Celsius every hour into 12. So what you are getting? Minus 24. So because 12 at noon till 12 midnight, what is the total hours? 12 hours. So every hour it is decreasing minus 2. So within this 12 hours, multiply by minus 2. So what is the final temperature decreased there? Minus 24 degrees Celsius. And initial temperature was what? 10 degrees Celsius. Now plus, what is the total temperature decreased here? 12 hours into minus 2, minus 24. So plus this minus 24. So what you will get? 10 plus minus minus 24. So what you will get here? Plus minus minus. When you will subtract, what you will get? 14, and sign will be a bigger integer, means minus 14. So at midnight, the temperature is minus 14 degrees Celsius, and that minus 8 degrees Celsius, the time is what? 9 p.m. So these are the two answers. Now, question number 6. Here in a test, plus 3 marks are given for correct answer, minus 2 marks are given for incorrect answer, and no marks for non attempting any questions. Now, the first part, Radhika scored 20 marks. What is the total score by Radhika? 20 marks. If she got 12 correct answers, how many answers she has given correctly? 12 answer. How many question was she attempted incorrectly? So they are asking how many question did she attempt incorrectly. So let's find out that. So what is the given in the question? Marks for correct answer is what? Plus 3. For incorrect answer, every incorrect answer you're getting minus 2 marks, and non-attempted question you're getting 0. Now the total score of Radhika is given what? 20. So always write that given condition first, students. Now, number of correct answers. How many correct answers she has done? She has given 12 answers correctly. So 12 questions she has attempted correctly. So marks scored by these 12 correct questions. So every question carries 3 marks. So 3 multiplied by 12. So how much score she is getting? 36 for correct answers. For all correct answers, she is getting what? She is getting 36 marks. Now, marks for incorrect answer we will also calculate. For every each incorrect question, minus 2 marks multiplied by number of incorrect answers. So we have to find out this only, number of incorrect answers. So let it be x if you want to take x, or otherwise you can take the same number of incorrect answer. And marks for non-attempt, you will get 0 for non-attempt question. So let it be 0 itself. 0 multiplied by whatever number of questions is there. Now, what is the given part here? Total marks was given in the question. They've given what? Total marks was what? 20. So total marks, this 20 marks will equal to what? Correct answers, score of the correct answers, marks of the incorrect answer, plus marks of non-attempted. So let's just put the value in this equation. So this part is what given in the question. Total marks was what? 20. And how these 20 marks are coming? All correct answers marks, incorrect answer marks, and non-attempted marks. Now, total marks was what? 20. We have written here 20, which is equal to marks of correct answer. And marks of correct answer, what we are getting? 36. So we have put it here 36 plus marks of incorrect answer. So plus minus 2. From here, we are putting this value. Minus 2 into number of incorrect answer plus 0. So 20 equal to what? 36 plus minus 2. If you want, here you can put x also, number of incorrect answer if you want. I told you if you want, you can suppose this as x also. So plus 0 doesn't matter. So minus 2 into x we are writing here. So here you can see this thing, student. Minus 2 is where multiplied with this number of incorrect means x. So here this is attached what? Plus, there it will go in minus. So it is what? 20 minus 36. Don't write 36 minus 20. That will be incorrect. Because whatever the things which is already present, that is coming first. Already present is what? 20. Then minus 36. Don't write this part. So 20 minus 36, what you will get? Minus 16. Now with this x, minus 2 is attached what? Multiplied. So there it will go in division. So 16 upon minus 20, minus 16 upon 2. Minus 16 upon minus 2. This is equal to what? This is equal to now x. Now normal division you have to do. Minus minus cancel. 2 ones are 2, 2 8s are 16. So what value you are getting? You are getting the value 8. So this is what? Number of incorrect answers. Number of incorrect answers are what? 8. Now, next part of the question. Mohini scores minus 5 mark. So total score of Mohini is what now? Minus 5. That in the previous part that was 20 total score. Now the total score is what? Minus 5. So we can write total marks is what? Minus 5. Though she got 7 correct answers. Now correct answers are what? Number of correct answers are what? 7. How many questions were attempted incorrectly? Same thing. number of incorrect questions attempted was that you have to find out how many questions she attempted incorrectly. Now, if you want, you can take this thing as x also. Now, total marks is given what? -5. Question correct 7. So, marks from the correct answers. Every question you are getting 3 marks. So, 3 into total number of questions 7. 3 sevens are 21. So, this is the marks from correct answers. Now, marks from incorrect answers -2 for every question. If you're giving it answer wrongly, you are getting -2 marks. And number of incorrect answer, this you need to find out. So if you want, you can take this thing as x also. Now marks for not attempt 0 marks into whatever the number of question, what you will get 0 only. Now so this equation we can write like this: total marks scored by Mohini will equal to correct answers, score from the correct answer, scores from incorrect answer, plus score from non-attempt answer, that is 0. So what is the total marks? -5. Correct answer. From correct answer, what marks you are getting? 21. So we can put it here 21. I've written here 21. This plus sign. Then marks from incorrect answer. So this is the marks from incorrect answers. -2 multiplied by number of incorrect answers. So we have written here -2 into number of incorrect answer plus 0. So if you want, instead of in number of incorrect answer, you can put x also. So plus 0, this thing doesn't matter. So this will be as it is. Let it be x. So -5 plus 21 plus -2 into x. Now you can see here, student, this is one term, and after plus this entire is your second term. So this is which sign? Plus sign. There it will go minus, and what is already present? -5. So -5 plus 21. There it will go -21. So this thing will become what? -26 equal to -2 into number of incorrect answers. So incorrect we are representing by here x also. So -26. Now you can see here, student, this x and -2, how they are attached? Multiply. So there it will go in division. So what will left? -26 upon -2. So minus will cancel out. 2 ones are 2, 2 13s are 26. So number of incorrect answer, what you will get? Value of x here. So this x is what now? 13. So number of incorrect answers are what? 13. Now question number 7. An elevator descends into a mine shaft at a rate of 6 meter per minute. Means every minute, in 1 minute, how much it is descending? It is descending 6 meter. Means every minute it is going 6 meter down. If the descent starts from 10 meter above the ground level, so it is, now you can see here in the diagram, student, this is the ground level. Above the ground level, 10 meter above the ground level, the elevator is there. Now how long will it take to reach -350 meter? So if this part is the ground level, so from here -350 the elevator needs to delay. So how much time will it take? So we have to find out the total height first, which the elevator need to travel, the total distance which the elevator will travel. So 10 meter above and -350 down. So total it will be what? 360. 10 plus 350, that it will be 360. Now we will first find out the total distance by the elevator. So initial position minus the final position. So initial position is what? 10 meter minus what is the final position? -350. So this minus will become what? Plus. So total distance traveled by the elevator will be what? 360. Means the elevator has to travel total 360 meter. Now what is the rate given? 6 meter per minute. Means in 1 minute it is traveling 6 meter. We can write this in reverse order also. Means elevator travels 6 meter in 1 minute. Why we are writing in reverse order? Because whatever the things we need to calculate, that we have to put it here at the right hand side whenever such type of the questions are there. Now we need to find out what? Time. So let time at the right hand side. So means now from this equation, same equation, we can say elevator is traveling 6-meter distance in 1 minute. So elevator travels 6 meter in 1 minute. So by unitary method, elevator travel 1 meter in how much minute? Means in 1 meter. This 1 meter distance elevator travel in how much time? So this 6 is there in multiplication, there it will go in division. So 1 by 6 minutes. So in 1 minute, you can see here, student, in 1 minute now, sorry, 1 meter. In 1 meter, in 1 meter, the time taken is what now? 1 upon 6 minutes. Now, this is the distance travel 1 meter in 1 by 6 minutes. Now, we need to calculate the time for how much meter? 360 meter. So, elevator travel 360 meter in what minute? Means 1 by 6 into 360. And what is the unit? Minute. 360 meter we have to calculate. 360 meter. So 360 meter elevator travel in 1 by 6 into 360. 6 1 is 6, 6 6 is 36, 0. So what you are getting? 60 minutes. And 60 minutes can be written as what? 1 hour. Now you can see here, student. 6 meter is elevator is traveling in 1 minute. In 1 meter, it will take time 1 upon 6 minute. In 360 meter, it will take time 1 by 6 into 360. So after solving, you are getting 60 minutes, 1 hour. So your elevator will travel 360 meter total distance in how much time? In 1 hour. So students, you solve all the questions of exercise 1.4 once by your own. And this integer chapter is very important because here in this 7th class only you will learn all the basic of your integer. So practice this chapter pretty well. And thank you students for watching this video.